Welcome, family and friends, and thank you for joining us for another fun Halloween project. Today I'm going to show you how I made a spell book for a Halloween decoration. The supplies I purchased was a book from the dollar store, and I purchased black puff paint that I got from Walmart. Toby gave me the cutest tiny door knocker that has a lion's head, and I'm going to hot glue that to the front center of the book. I think this is adorable. The material that I had on hand was metal trim that I used to decorate cake plates for a wedding, Mod Podge, which is a glue, brown acrylic paint, gold metallic acrylic paint, white tissue paper, foam brushes, a stiff bristle brush, scissors, my hot glue gun, and glue sticks. I started by creating a template on my computer and printing it out for the words to use on the front cover. You can use a variety of wording. I used hexes and spells, but you can use whatever wording you want. For example, magic potions or potions recipes. Have fun and make it your own. I want a frame to go around the little door knocker, so I found a simple border I liked and printed that out to use as a template as well. I start by tracing the pattern with the puff paint on wax paper that's on top of the printer paper. This way it'll transfer invisibly to the cover of the book. I did the same for the border and then set them aside to dry overnight. The next day, I tore around the design so the edges would be jagged and disappear when they're glued to the cover of the book. I start by hot gluing the metal pieces to opposite corners, one at the top and one at the bottom. Now I glue the wax paper templates to the front of the book and the snake to the spine of the book using Mod Podge. Be generous with your glue. After gluing all the wax paper pieces in place, I take a piece of white tissue paper and wad it into a ball. I want it to be wrinkled to add aging to the book. I tear the tissue so it will have jagged edges that will disappear when glued. Again, be generous with your glue and overlap the tissue pieces, which give dimension and the look of aged use. I covered both the front and the back of the book using this method, and then I set it aside again to dry overnight. The next day, I decided to dry brush gold metal paint on the paper edges. Dry brush is a technique where you dip your paintbrush in the paint and wipe most of it off on a paper towel, so you only have a small residue of paint on the brush, which gives you a light image of paint. Now I dry brush the cover of the book a light brown, going over all the templates and the gold pieces in the corner to give the book that aged look. After I painted the book, I decided I wanted the corner pieces to have more gold, so I added gold metallic paint using the dry brush method. Next, I paint eyes and a red tongue on the snake. And the last step was to glue the door knocker in the center of the front of the book, and this is what it looks like finished. I hope you enjoyed this project. This was a new one for me, and I'm thinking I might do it again, adding a little more detail next time. I should say next year, but if you enjoyed this video, if you'd give it a thumbs up, we'd appreciate it. We look forward to seeing you again, and remember, I'm going to do a mini tour at the end of the month with all the projects so you can see what they look like put together. So until next time, have a gorgeous day, and make it a gorgeous day every day. Bye!